Welcome to the VC3 News Update. I am Shanette Hackshaw with the top local news stories for today. Mr. Vaughan Tony Rovan Ambassador passed yesterday, September 4. Ambassador Tony was a dedicated Vincentian who worked tirelessly for national development and brought together Vincentians living abroad. Tony was last year appointed as Ambassador at Large by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. In the 45-year history of the Friends of Crown Heights Educational Centers, Tony has overseen the biggest development of early childhood education offerings. Friends of Crown Heights has developed under Tony's leadership to become the biggest provider of subsidized childcare and early child education in the city of New York, with a current network of 20 full-service centers across Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Staten Island. He was a longtime supporter of safe, high-quality and affordable early childhood education and had previously served as a member and past chairman of the organization's board of directors. The Mystique Charitable Trust has, for the past 9 years, collaborated with the Cyan Hill Steel Orchestra as they are highly impressed with the turnout of the summer program each year. This is according to Delary Wickham, the administrative director of the Mystique Charitable Trust. She said that the Cyan Hill Steel Orchestra last year and this year took the initiative to venture out of the community, having held the program in Sandy Bay and Trumacao.
This is our 9th year collaborating with Cyan Hill Euphonium. So the program has been in effect for 28 years. And we came on board. It's actually 10 years ago. We missed 1 year because of COVID. So this year it's our 9th year. And every year we are highly impressed with what we see coming out from the young people of initially it was only Cyan Hill and surroundings. And as Mr. Knights has outlined, last year we ventured out into Sandy Bay, and this year we have ventured into Chumacao. And just like our children in Cyan Hill and surroundings, our children in the rural areas have the same talent.
According to Wickham, there was a period in St. Vincent's history where the playing of pan was not prominent. She said that it is an important part of Vincentian life, and from listening to the children who recently graduated in Chumacao, they play extremely well and are talented.
Pan began in the 1940s in St. Vincent, correct? And it was in its heyday between the 40s and the 50s. And if I recall your words last year, we were giving Trinidad a run for the money, correct? So I was surprised to see and to hear, that it sort of kind of dwindled away. The talent that Vincentian young people and Vincentian adults have. And that's why it's important, and that's why since hearing that last year, when I go back to the board, it's so important to convince them that this is a talent that Vincentian young people, children, have naturally. We see it because last week at Chumacao, after just 5 weeks of training, now folks listen, 5 weeks of training, and it's usually just about 3 to 4 hours a day. If you all saw the 3 performances we looked at last week, Mr. Small, if you were there, you would have been pretty impressed. With just 5 weeks, what our children are capable of doing, that tells you what talent they have.
She will be working on having the Mystique Charitable Trust continue the partnership. Wickham added that children should be given diverse opportunities that do not just focus on academics.
As a country, as a nation, for us to give each and every one of our children a diverse opportunity. So it's not just about the academics, but it is also about the culture. It's also about the sports. Let's get our children involved in so many different activities, like this summer program that we had held here in Cyan Hill and at Chumacao, so that our children can actually get an opportunity to identify what they're good at, so that we can find those talents, that we can find those hidden stars all across the country, so that we can then assist to empower, enhance, and encourage them.
On Sunday, 41 participants graduated from the Cyan Hill Steel Orchestra summer program. Still in our local news stories, this year, Trinidad and Tobago's Film Festival will show The Turtle King, a documentary about Orton Brother King's two-day sea survival. King is well known for creating the turtle refugee on Beckway, but few people are aware of the terrifying ordeal that led to his lifelong reliance on the sea. Jamali Jack, a digital marketing officer at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tourism Authority, produced and photographed the documentary The Turtle King, which recounts King's close call with death while on a boat that overturned between St. Lucia and Martinique in July 1960. Jack said that when the boat capsized while traveling from Trinidad and Tobago, King was the only person of 7 people on board to survive. The film was shown at the Hyrule Film Festival this year and will also now be seen at the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival from September 21 to September 26. And finally, in our local news stories, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment in St. Vincent and the Grenadines continues to upgrade not only infrastructure and machinery, but also the relevant personnel to operate the machinery and to aid in giving exemplary service to all in need. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment recently welcomed back 2 radiographers in the persons of Miss Janice Nichols and Miss Celeste Cumberbatch Garrett. According to a release, both women were recently engaged in a training course in breast ultrasonography at the McKay Memorial Hospital for the last 2 months. Radiographers are allied health specialists who capture X-rays and other types of medical pictures to help doctors diagnose illnesses and wounds. In addition, they go by the name of medical imaging technicians. Those are our local news stories. Continue watching the VC3 News Update on Channel 114 for regional and international news, along with the VC3 Sports Updates.